There is a place called St. Peter's Land, hidden between Rome and Tuscany, a place where you can find amazing landscape, beautiful natural hot springs, amazing castles, lakes, and marvelous gardens called Giardini all'Italiana.
In the last 3,000 years, many people, loved and fought for this land. The Romans, the Etruscans, the Longobards, and other people tried to establish here their home.
But the popes have been the real rulers forever. Legendary wines and the best extra virgin olive oil in the world comes from here.
See you!
And tonight I'm very, very happy because I have the pleasure to interview a designer that actually has nothing to do with Tuscia, but decided for Tuscia. It's like, you are born in one place and that's fine, but if somebody from far away with all the possibility in the world chooses Tuscia, that says something about Tuscia. So it is my pleasure to introduce the designer, stylist, Meher Kakalia. Meher, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Giulio. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction.
Oh my God.
And all the beautiful history of Tuscia. That was also lovely to see.
Oh, thank you so very much. So first thing first, where are you in this moment?
I am in Berlin. It's later in the evening, so I'm at home. And
actually, this is my first real question. Why Berlin? Why Germany?
Good question.
Everywhere.
From all of the places. Well, my partner is German, so that makes Germany a more obvious choice. But I have actually lived in London for the last 25 years. I've also lived in Moscow in between. But with Brexit, it became important for me to continue my company and be able to export to my clients, a lot of who are in Europe, in the way that we used to. And so I decided to set up a company in Germany, which would be in the EU. And I love Berlin, actually. It's a very artistic city. It's a city that I know very well. It's very fashionable, but it's not bound by fashion. It's a little bit free for all. It's a bit more expressionist in that sense. And I decided to set up the company here. Now, Germans are very bureaucratic. I didn't take that super seriously, but now I'm here and I was able to set up a lovely shop as well. And so that's what brought me to Germany. And I moved during COVID, so I ended up staying here.
Okay, so second question, where are you originally from?
I am originally from Pakistan. I was born in Karachi, and I'm a Zoroastrian and a Parsi. So my forefathers come very originally from Iran, but I'm talking about 1,000 years ago, and they migrated to India. And then part of my family lives in India, and the other few people moved to Karachi and set themselves up. So I'm from there, and I actually lived there, studied there with my family, and only came to Britain when I was older to do my master's.
So let me ask, you mentioned your company. What do you do?
I set up this company manufacturing shoes. So I had the idea of using traditional craft and hand embroidery, but specific to footwear. And the whole story started because I really love authentic craft and I love to work with people. And I know there's a tradition of very beautiful shoes with a whole infrastructure. It's very ancient, but it has all the elements in it. And the people take great pride in their work. And I actually traveled through the country and I saw all these different villages where all these different models were being made. So I was really inspired, like, wow, this whole tradition exists and we don't do anything with it. So I decided to set up my own brand, and it went through different phases, but I somehow landed into fashion because that's the bit that accepted this kind of fantasyful footwear. And so that's how it started. And I work with a lot of original craftspeople. So the women who are embroidering our shoes, they actually use an art of embroidery which is almost 400 years old. And it was an embroidery supported by the Mughals. It's from the 17th century. And it was it was very fashionable to wear shoes embroidered with a lot of flamboyant elements in them. And I'm actually still working with these same women who've learned it from generation to generation. And I find that I'm always just touched. It's a bit like going back in time into history, but also keeping that tradition alive. And so that's the special thing about my brand, that it's got this historic craftsmanship. And we work with the original craftsman, not just be inspired by it, but make it, I don't know, somewhere else. So that's the main thing
Okay,
about it.
Meher, I have a little bit of something prepared for you. I have a few pictures, and
Mm-hmm.
you must know the picture. So
Okay.
what I have prepared is you have to tell me where you were when this picture was taken. Okay, are you ready for me?
Yep.
Okay, let's start. This is very hard.
Oh yeah, this I was in Pakka. So I did a little trip, meeting all the women who are making our shoes. So this was actually, as you can see, there are a lot of fields and people do a lot of farming here. And this is a mustard field behind it. Um, and the women, they work in their homes in
Okay,
this
okay, okay.
village.
Wait. Here, what's happening here?
Okay, this is Kaniz Begum. She's a remarkable woman. She's one of our craftspeople. And she embroiders our shoes. And as you can see, it's black on black, so it's harder to see, but she's embroidering these sandals. And it was really sweet when I met her, and that's her mother at the back. But she didn't learn the craft from her mom. The mom said she found it too tedious. So
Oh,
she's learned it from other people in the family or her friends. And Kaniz has 4 children, all girls, I think, no, girls and boys. But yeah, they go to school, so they were not there.
okay. Here, what's happening?
So there's a guy who manages all this embroidery, and that's his daughter. And she is also a really good craftswoman. She's learned it from her auntie. And here we are selecting materials, and so we're selecting materials that go onto the upper. So if you can see, what we've got is an upper, and the patterns and the shoemaking is done in Karachi, and in Italy actually is where it starts. And once the patterns are fixed, I make the drawings, but then we select different materials which get embroidered on it. And the materials have an impact of shadow and light, so you want to see them one on top of the other. So the color of the base impacts the final look. And then we put beads in it and sparkles, and all put together, they create the final impact. And it's lovely because these people can actually sit in the outdoors and work. So they're not actually cooped at home all the time. And a lot of their workspace is organized communally like that.
Wow. Okay, I have another one. Let's see what we have here.
Yeah, this is meeting another set of ladies. Actually, I met them first. I met them in their house, and as you can see, both of them embroider from me. The lady with the red shawl is the mom, and the girl in the pink and white, she's the daughter. And they are in their courtyard. So we've just taken a picture together, but they sit. So this is a courtyard house. So you have the house in the middle, and then a little compound, and outside are fields. It's simple, but yet they get up in the morning, they do their daily chores, and they sit and work and create our embroideries. And of
Wow,
course, they
this
all
is
have a mobile phone, so it's very easy to communicate when you're far away.
uh, listening to you. I feel like you open for us a window on their life.
Yeah, I felt that too. Actually, Julio, when I met them, I was really inspired by them. I mean, I think there were some questions that they asked. This one. This is in Tushya. Actually, I'm so unphotogenic.
No. Why do you say that?
It's
No.
true. But anyway, yeah, this is Alessandro, and he very sweetly took my picture. So you're right.
Very good, very good. Okay, so now we can talk about Tusha. So something happened, and you decide that for your next shooting, Tusha was the natural backdrop. What happened?
Well, look, like I told you, I love history, but I love culture, not history. I love culture and I love people. And going through old monuments, artifacts, um, it's me walking into people's lives, and I'm always really myself in that world. So Italy is a place that I've really loved. I've loved Rome. And through Ilaria, I got to know more about Viterbo. But the shooting I wanted to do was in nature, because I think the shoes fit really well within nature. And we also focus a lot on the sustainable elements and how it sustains people's lives. And they sit in nature and work. So rather than go to another monument and another beautiful setting, I think a good place to showcase it is in nature, where people are relaxed. And the idea was this couple was going for a festival, and we thought this beautiful backdrop with these ancient forests would be a really good counterpoint to this kind of footwear. And so this was an obvious choice. And then we researched it, and we came across this beautiful forest. I mean, this is extraordinary. I saw it in pictures, but it's just absolutely stunning. You've been there, obviously.
Sorry, I'm definitely from there, and I know what I'm looking at. But with your shoes and with this modern stuff, it's even more beautiful than I've ever seen. I promise you.
Yeah. I mean, it was an amazing shooting. The fact that we pulled it off in one day, I mean, we were all dead, but
Well,
it was lovely.
Meher, let me invite you officially. Come back anytime you feel like shooting in
I
Tunisia.
will. The spring summer coming soon.
And also, we do something called Tuscia in Fiore every May. We have this fantastic festival, and we go all over. If one of these years you can come and visit us, it will be so thrilling for us.
Sure, I would love that.
So, by the way, I should thank you, because I know you don't feel very good, and you decide to stick to our agreement.
A sip of tea, so I don't.
Please. That's so kind. Okay, Meher, the last biggest question: what's cooking? What's going on in your life? What's going to happen in the next few months?
Okay, there are a few exciting things that are going to happen. I mean, the most important is that we've just started our launch of the men's collection. But along with that, I've also developed a resort collection, which will be targeted much more to relaxing and enjoying life and being by the sea or in the countryside in a beautiful kind of space, a sort of Zen setting. And it's a collection that I've been working on. And I think we're soon going to hopefully be able to see some of those shoes in beautiful spots in Italy. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I think it'll include some men's as well. So I'm particularly excited by that.
I have a few friends that would be thrilled to have your shoes. So you have to let me know when you open in Italy so I can take them there.
Yeah,
particularly
definitely.
My brother. One of my brothers is very fashionable. Okay, so Meher, I want to thank you so very much, and we're gonna cut it short.
I apologize for this.
Yes, it's beginning to get to you. So
sorry.
Let's not go. Let's not go. In any case, you told me everything I wanted. Is there something you want to tell us and I didn't let you say?
No, I think I had an absolutely amazing time, and I was just impressed even by the town of Viterbo, which I got very little time to see. I would like to say a big thank you to Italy, because it's been a huge inspiration for me.
Thank you. Come back anytime. Thank you.
Definitely.
Okay, so you take care of yourself. Remember, you're always welcome. And I am very, very, very grateful that you allow me to interview you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Giulio. Thank you.
Bye, Meher. Bye.
Bye.
Regista, com'è andata oggi?
Bene, benissimo, come sempre. Ci vediamo alla prossima, Giulio.
Gialla